What's up, Gatekeepers? Welcome back to Weekly Soap Chronicles, where we dive into all the juicy drama from beyond the gates. I'm your girl Phil, and episode 112 was a roller coaster of emotions, awkward moments, and shocking revelations. But first, as always, I need you to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a recap with a little bit of flair. Let's get into it. So first up, over at Leslie's apartment, Leslie gets a call from a bill collector. Hello, Miss Thomas. We've been trying to get in touch with you. You owe us $10,000. Click. Okay. Eva's surprised to learn her mom owes over 10 grand, but less so that Leslie wants her to get the money from who? The Bank of Ted. When a frustrated Eva leaves, Leslie gets the shock of her life when she opens the door to find Peaches, who calls herself the only mother Leslie ever knew, standing there. The women exchange what passes for pleasantries between them. Leslie, you gotten older. Peaches, you gotten meaner. Okay, so we get a bit of their history when it's revealed that Leslie once stole a man from Peaches. But according to Leslie, he was no good in the first place. She just brought the darkness out into the light. Okay? They continue going down memory lane, but the real reason for Peaches' visit, it turns out she's the one who's been trying to get in touch with Leslie all the time. Why? Because her health is failing and she doesn't have long on this earth. And she thinks it's about time that Leslie knows who her mother really is. So what do you all think about that? That was a plot twist, wasn't it? Next up, we got Kat and Tomas. Now, after their bang session, Tomas is sensing that something isn't quite right with Kat. If there's something you want to try or never try again, I just want to make you happy. You know, there are positions. Kat, stop. If you really want to make me happy, stop asking questions. So at that point, Tomas decides he should leave. However, he does make it clear he's not mad at her. As a matter of fact, he is going to figure it out, and he intends to sweep Kat up off her feet. Later, she tells Chelsea that the bang with Tomas this time was even worse than their first go round. Now, Kat assures her cousin she's not gay, which with Chelsea's good because she's like, okay, good, less competition for me. And she doesn't think she's non-actual, but wonders if waiting too long to jump into the world of Bang has somehow messed her up. I don't know, but something is up, and she got to figure that out. Later at Uptown, Tomas runs into Eva, who asks about the salsa lessons and how did Kat do. Well, she's really trying, but I've been dancing for a long time. I can flip, I can dip. I've been doing this for years. I'm practically a professional. And Eva's like, well, learning a new dance can be scary. You know, you're right. Maybe there's hope for us after all. See, you're the only one that gets me. Which leaves Eva feeling like, yeah, okay. Whatever you say, Tomas, whatever you say. Now next up, we got pitiful Ted, who has now received divorce papers from Nicole. He, of course, is shocked because he feels like we're still working on our marriage. Any rate, He heads to the country club where he sees Nicole and Vernon. Did y'all know about this? And he throws the divorce papers on the table. And they were like, no, we had no idea about any of this. And Anita is like, well, I don't know what you want us to do about it. You need to be talking to her. As she points to Nicole, who was just coming into the country club with Carlton. Ted sees that, and of course he's like, what the heck? Now he was about to go over there and interrupt when Anita was like, sit, like he was a little puppy. He slithers back down into the seat. Then he says to Vernon and Anita, is that how y'all want y'all legacy to go down? 2 divorced daughters, Anita said, now wait a minute. Who bound themselves to men that don't believe in the sanctity of marriage? Do you really want to have that conversation? Because I'm available. Then she and Vernon point out that Ted has invested less time into saving his marriage than he did into building a relationship with a child who tried to destroy it. And Vernon and Anita have a point, because Ted was supposed to be like Lenny Williams, okay? Cause I love you. And if you know, you know, okay? But Ted wasn't doing that. And so now he's sitting up there with divorce papers looking crazy because Nicole has moved on. So he goes over to Nicole and he was like, what are you doing? We supposed to be working on our marriage. And Nicole says, Ted, our marriage was over on our anniversary day. Okay? I have moved on, and so should you. Because Nicole was having her a good time with old Carlton. She was sitting over there. Oh, Carlton. Yeah, okay. And she let Carlton know, too, that it's time for her to move on, because she done had so much drama in her life in the last couple months that she is tired of the whole thing. Okay? And as far as she's concerned, Carlton is a breath of fresh air. Okay? All right. And finally, we got June and the kids. So as Naomi prepares June to meet the kids she abandoned, June can't help but worry it'll be a disaster. My dreams don't come true, adding that she'd rather disappoint Samantha and Tyrell by not meeting with them than to see how they react to her. June remembers the good times as well as that night it all went south, and she decided that they'd be better off without her in their lives. Naomi gives her a little mini makeover, and after seeing her new do, June is surprised. Now that's somebody's mother. Now meanwhile, across town, an equally nervous Smitty and Martin fear they might lose the children. Smitty's surprised to hear Martin's in therapy. I want to be a better man than the one you marry. And they agree to a temporary truce. Soon after, June and Naomi arrive. The meeting goes from awkward to tense as the teens express their anger, and June attempts explaining that she gave them up so they could have exactly the life that they do now. Now, acknowledging that Martin, Smitty, and the kids look like a beautiful family portrait, is there any room for me in that photo? At that point, Martin says, well, that's a conversation that the family needs to have in private. And while Tyrell seems ready to let June vanish from their lives again, because he's mad at the fact that she left them by themselves and he had to grow up sooner rather than later. Samantha believes, though, that their mom needs to be a part of their lives. So at the end of the episode, Martin suggests to Smitty that he move back in the house for the sake of the kids. And later, Samantha and Tyrell come down to say they've made a decision as to whether they want to see June again. And that's how that went, y'all. It was really sad. And that's a wrap on episode 112 of Beyond the Gates. So what did you think, Gatekeepers? Will Leslie finally learn the truth about her mother? Is Kat going to figure out her love life? And what's the deal with Nicole and Carlton? Drop your theories in the comments below because I need to know what you're thinking. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode of Weekly Soap Chronicles. Until next time, Gatekeepers, keep the drama alive.